Carl Goldman with you this beautiful Wednesday morning in Santa Clarita. School's open. We haven't hit Labor Day yet. What's so cool about Santa Clarita is our schools start early. We have a kind of short window over the summer and then longer breaks throughout the year. And we found academically that seems to get everybody in better gear than the traditional old long 3-month vacations. And with school starting already, we decided we've got have a number of new faces throughout the valley, both as principals, some of our elementary school superintendents who we've interviewed, and we thought it would be wonderful to allow them a chance to talk about their vision, get to know get to know them a little bit. And then as we were setting this all up, we realized, hey, it's been a while since we've interviewed the Hart School Superintendent, the Hart District School Superintendent, Vicki Engbrecht. And it's great to have you here, Vicki. And it's been a while since we've had you over here.
It has, and thank you. It's great to have this opportunity. And I also wanted to thank you for reaching out to our high school and junior high school principals to give them some airtime too. That's very exciting.
Yeah, so it's been great, and we're going to be doing feature stories on everybody. This broadcast going out live, of course, on FM 98.1, AM 1220, our phone apps, our website, hometownstation.com, Facebook Live on KHTS Radio, and then we're also going to put it on YouTube afterwards. So, Vicki, your face is going to be all over the place.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And your voice as well. So, for those who are new to Santa Clarita, the way Santa Clarita is set up is we have basically 4 elementary school districts, plus Agua Dulce has its own elementary school district. Castaic, the Castaic Elementary School District also covers the middle school there, but the other school districts or the other areas within Santa Clarita, which would be junior high and high school, all fall under the Hart District umbrella.
That's right. So we basically take care of all the education grades 7 through 12, and that encompasses almost 23,000 students. So while not as large as some of the mega districts out there, we're a pretty good-sized district.
23,000 seems to be a sweet spot in size because this school system for all the years, and we talked to the new principal of Hart the other day, learning that we know Hart's the oldest of the high schools, 1945.
That's right.
For Hart.
That's right.
But what I was going to say is it seems like the 22, 23, 24,000 seems to be a manageable number, and when you start getting much above that, challenges start occurring. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I think it's a perfect size, especially at the high school level. You want to have a large enough student body that you can offer a real rich array of elective choices, have a strong sports program. So our high schools fall at about 2,500 to 3,000, and that seems to be optimal. Our junior highs are about 1,000 to 1,500, and that works well too.
Now, the Hart District has some specialty schools, and we'll talk about those in a few minutes. But right now, let's stay with the main traditional ones. There are 6 junior highs here in the valley under the Hart District, and 6 and about to be a 7th high school.
Yes, we'll be opening our 7th comprehensive high school, which is Castaic High School, almost a year from now. Quite exciting. I know you were at our countdown to Castaic event just about a month ago, and it was gratifying to see about 400 people from the community and from across Santa Clarita come out for the first public unveiling of what's going to be a state-of-the-art campus in a beautiful location, and we're due to open end of August 2019. So very exciting.
And we have a countdown clock sitting right on the homepage of hometownstation.com. And if you're a parent right now driving around Santa Clarita listening to us, you're going to want to listen and hear more about Castaic because there's some real incredible, unique, specialty things happening at Castaic High School. And I'll have you talk about that in a minute or two. But before we do that, the other schools also have some specialty areas, and maybe we can talk about some of those, starting with my oldest son back long time ago went through the ROTC program. Back when he went, it was only available at Valencia High. Now I understand it's at both Valencia and Golden Valley. Is
That's
that correct?
correct, yes.
So let's start with ROTC.
ROTC,
RTC, I mean.
Oh, yeah, our Air Force ROTC is a very popular program. Students who go through that program, we've had several who have gone into the academies after graduation, and it works really well. Students who don't attend Golden Valley or Valencia as their home school, we also give them the opportunity to take the ROTC program. It's after lunch, so they can take their classes at Saugus or at Canyon, and then we transport them over to Valencia or Golden Valley so they can access that program as well.
And our program, I know, in the district is one of the top in the country and has been for many, many years.
That's correct.
The school system itself is always ranked exceptionally high. And
Yeah, I'm so proud of our district. As you know, I've been with the district for 43 years, starting as a junior high
as a
school
three-year-old,
English
yeah.
teacher. Thank you. But I'm just so proud of what we've been able to accomplish. Currently, we have a graduation rate of over 97%. And obviously, as a high school district, that's what we're all about. And the 97% ranks us in the highest category by the California Department of Education. We also do so well on our state testing every year, scoring between 15 and 20 points higher than LA County and the state of California as a whole. So very strong academic programs, but we're proud to also offer really strong athletic, co-curricular, band, drama, choir, because we feel that it's very important to give students that well-rounded experience. It's not just about the books.
the 97% is an incredible number.
It
and
is.
a lot of those students end up attending College of the Canyons. You have a wonderful partnership with COC. Talk about that a little bit.
We do. Unlike many areas, we have a situation where a single high school district, Hart, feeds into a single community college. And because of that, we've always worked very, very closely to make sure that our kids are getting very innovative opportunities. You're very familiar with our Academy of the Canyons, and that's a partnership between COC and the Hart District that allows students to finish their high school program and take college level courses at the same time. At the graduation from AOC this last year, almost all of the students getting their Hart District diploma also had enough credits from college to earn an associate's degree. So that program is renowned throughout California, and it's one that we're trying to replicate, take some of those advantages and put them in a new program that we're designing for the Castaic campus. And I know you're going to ask me about that
Yeah, we'll
later.
talk about that in a minute. And just to clarify, too, Academy of the Canyons is still at COC, correct?
Yes,
in
it's
the
on
university,
the COC campus.
in the University Center.
Right.
Which is also unique because now the University Center allows students to go through all 4 years without having to leave the Valley, getting degrees from some of the partner schools.
Right, right. And we also have Gateway, the Gateway program, which is adult education, which we do in partnership with College of the Canyons. College of the Canyons also provides career coaches for each of our comprehensive high schools. So we have that connection as well.
Your hometown station, Cardinal Goldman here, talking with Vicki Engbrecht, who is the superintendent of the Hart School District, learning about the school system. And Castaic High, we talk about the 7th high school about to open in a little under 1 year from now. And the buildings are phenomenal up there. The Performing Arts Center is going to be state of the art. But the career tech side of that is unique. Why don't you share with us the vision and what's going to be going on up at Castaic?
Yeah, our governing board has put forth such a strong vision and followed it up with a commitment to providing state of the art college and career readiness programs, especially at all of our schools. But we have the unique opportunity, since Castaic High School is going to be the first school we've opened in 12 years, to do things from the ground up. So there is a special wing of buildings that's going to be dedicated towards career technical education. Strong focus on getting kids both ready for college and careers. There'll be an innovation lab, a maker space. We have already gone into the planning of a dental lab where students can actually go through a program and end up with certification. We're looking at medical programs, computer technology. So the career tech program exists on all of our campuses, but we're going to be especially strong at Castaic High School. In fact, just over the last 6 years, there's been such a boom as far as CTE. And again, one of the goals of our board of vision was to make sure that each student had the opportunity to be connected with something that they could do after graduation. And we've been able to develop 28 different career paths in the district. We have been able to secure almost $9 million in CTE grants to build programs just within the last 5-6 years. And at this point, 87% of our kids district-wide will have taken a CTE course by the time they graduate. So that's become a real area of focus, not just in the Hart district. It's a push statewide, as you know, and it's one that we completely support.
And I know it's a vision of the board. You've got a very, very strong school board, and a couple of those board members with Steve Sturgeon and Joe Messina have been on the board quite some time, long enough to really be pushing that career tech early on.
And it really helps us. Mr. Sturgeon, who's our board president right now, has been serving the students of the Hart District for almost 20 years. And then two of our other board members, Mr. Bob Jensen and Mr. Joe Messina, have been on the board for almost a decade. And what that allows is for us to build such a strong team that is committed to a single focus and a single vision. CTE has been one of theirs. This year moving forward, our board has asked us to focus on student wellness. And that's something I'd love to share with you in the community. Research is very, very clear that the way you keep kids safe at school, the way you help them thrive, is to create nurturing environments where every student is connected, not just to engaging activities, but to caring adults. And because of that, the governing board has asked us to focus this year on creating wellness programs, wellness centers, and activities that make sure that all kids are connected and trust the people that they're with. So to that end, each of our board meetings, as you know, we start with the Pledge of Allegiance. This year, we're highlighting one of our wellness activities by having a representative from that group actually lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So at our governing board meeting, for example, next Wednesday, Mr. Frias, principal of Golden Valley, is going to have one of his folks who's part of the PAWS program there. And the PAWS program is is a resource center for parents in the community and deals with wellness. So they're going to lead the Pledge of Allegiance, just to kind of keep the focus on we need to support each other. It's not just about academics and a strong sports program anymore. It's about having responsibility for the child's well-being and watching them grow into the person with the potential that we know they have.
We're chatting with Hart District Superintendent Vicki Engbrecht here on your hometown station, talking about the school system, talking about the Hart District and school having just started. What would you say are some of the challenges that the principals are facing? We've talked to them and we're talking with more of them, but from your vision, what do you see as their greatest challenges?
Yeah, we like to think of them as opportunities and not challenges. And I have to say, this was probably the most positive, energetic, wonderful start of school that we've had since I've been in the district. Before the students started, just a couple weeks ago, teachers were on campus for several days, receiving professional development, goal setting, getting enthusiastic about meeting the kids a few days earlier. As far as challenges, I'd have to say traffic. And, especially those first few days when everybody wants to get to school early and parents who are new to the school don't know exactly where and what time to drop students off. It always creates quite a traffic issue. The good news is it always relieves itself within a few days. So we're already seeing that calmed down right now.
Which is a good thing. I know we've been fortunate here with school safety. We haven't had any really big incidents, but obviously that's on everyone's mind throughout the
Sure.
country. What are some steps the district's taking right now to tighten things up?
Obviously, that issue has moved front and foremost. We have a couple things going for us in Santa Clarita that I think are unique. And one of them is our exceptionally strong relationship with the Sheriff's Department. There are Sheriff's Resource Deputies assigned to each and every school, and they work very closely with the school administration to make sure that our procedures and our facilities are as they should be. We conduct drills a couple times a year with the students, with staff, so that's helpful. But even more than that, it gets back to what I was saying earlier about this feeling of wellness. Probably the best antidote, in my opinion, to school violence is making sure all kids feel included, connected. We don't allow anyone to be anonymous, to fall through the cracks. We have a unique program that a lot of people don't know about called our ERICS program. That's educationally related intensive counseling services. And this department is actually comprised of therapists, licensed therapists who work with the schools to provide extra support for students who need that therapeutic involvement as well. So I think our ERICS program, our counseling staff, our teaching staff, who's been trained to be just very alert to what's going on, along with the Sheriff's Department support, puts us in a good place.
And this district has been proactive for many years, starting with decisions made by the board early on, and I know no decisions made by the administration under your leadership and previous leadership. So that's great.
Yeah.
Couple quick questions before we wrap things up. Number one, the 8th high school and junior high, as I understand it, is going to be over on property you've already purchased at Vasquez and Sierra Highway. Is that correct?
Probably not.
Okay.
I believe that the next high school and junior high will be the one that's in the 5 Points project.
In the Newhall Ranch.
Out in Newhall Ranch, there's a development of close to 20,000 homes. And as part of that agreement, they will be providing a developer-built high school, junior high school, and a number of elementary schools as well.
And what do you envision that time frame?
You know, I'm not sure exactly. I know that they're getting ready to go with a couple of their villages,
Right.
and when they reach a certain point,
Then they'll hit.
that's what triggers the opening of the school there.
But then you do have property up at Vasquez and Sierra, so that will probably come afterwards because the Pardee development that the Sky
Right.
Ridge has to
Right.
go into play first.
Absolutely. We're working with a demographic company to help us to keep on top of where the development is likely to occur and at what point.
We're chatting with Vicki Engbrecht, who's the superintendent here at the Hart District. About to wrap things up. All right, I asked all the principals this question. I was throwing softballs to everyone up till now, and you as well, but here's the hardball. So Castaic High is opening next year. The question is, we're going to get you down permanently written out. What year will Castaic High beat Hart in football?
Well, they're going to open with a ninth grade class, so we're going to have to give them a couple years to get those kids ready for varsity.
Right.
We will have a football program the very first year.
Okay.
So, beat Hart High. 2029.
2029. Okay, we're writing that down. We're going to be doing a full story on this at some point, but we look forward to that. But we really look forward to Castaic opening up. There's some exciting things there, and our time has just flown by here, Vicki. So we'll have to do this again at
Okay,
some
well,
point soon.
thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Vicki Engbrecht, the superintendent of the Hart School District, William S. Hart School District. Carl going with you. This is your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS 98.1 FM.